Hi friends, my name is Rebecca, a mental health counselor here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. So this is not an exercise video, but it's just a chit chat video while I do this exercise. I'm on a rebound or a mini trampoline, and I like this exercise because it's low impact, it's just easy on the body, and it's something that you can do with or without the rebounder, because if you don't have a mini trampoline, you can also do this just on the ground and just standing on the ground and just moving your body. So I like it because it's low impact. It can be done by any ages, young or old, and it's just a way to move your body. So in this chit chat, I just wanted to talk a little bit about SMART goals. And SMART goals are something that I've already talked about in another video, but I wanted to bring this and tie it together with exercising or just movement. When people hear exercise, many people feel like, oh my gosh, that's just such a daunting task. I cannot get myself to exercise. I cannot get myself to go to the gym or go for a walk. But I just want to show you that exercise doesn't have to be that difficult. Exercise can just be a slight movement of your body gradually, from very simple movements to the more difficult or intensive exercises. But as with everything else, it's always good to start small. And so if you have been struggling with doing something like exercising, I just want to encourage you about trying to use the SMART goal method. So SMART is really an acronym. S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A is for attainable, R is for realistic, and T is for timely, or making sure that you have a time limit or a deadline. So let's use movement or exercise as an example of how to SMART goal your way into physical health. So you could start by telling yourself, setting a goal that's very specific, that every week on a Monday afternoon at lunch break, I am going to I'm going to rebound or just move my body for 5 minutes. That's a very specific part of your goal, because you know what day and you know what time. So Monday, you could even put it on the calendar, Monday 15th at 11:30 a.m. I'm going to do some movement. I'm going to do a rebound, or I'm going to just move my body. I'm going to stand from my desk and I'm going to just stretch or do something so that I'm moving my body. So that's the S, specific part of the SMART goal. And so measurable, the M, is I am going to use a timer to when I start my movement and when I end my movement, so that I know that I've done it for 10 minutes. So that's the measurable M part of the SMART goal acronym, making sure that you can actually quantify or you can measure that goal, so that when you put a check mark that I've done it, you feel that sense of achievement that I did it for 10 minutes. And then we have the A, which is attainable. So for example, I'm not going to set a goal that I'm going to climb Mount Everest or that I'm going to run a marathon if I haven't done something that's realistic and attainable to myself, something that's realistic, something that I can actually attain. So by attainable, it's letting yourself, allowing yourself to do things that you know that you can achieve. Your neighbor might be able to run a marathon, but for you, you know your limits, and you know that a marathon is something that's not going to happen. But jumping on a trampoline or just lifting small weights is something that it's within your ability. And so just giving yourself some grace and allowing yourself to do something that's within your reach and within your ability, so that you are not putting too much pressure on yourself. And therefore, when you do set that goal, it's attainable to you. I know I rambled on that attainable one, but then now let's move to realistic. Realistic is similar to attainable, because realistically, if you don't have a bike, then you can't put biking as a goal. And so similar to attainable, it's something that has to be within your reality. If you are not able to do something, the chances of you succeeding with it, if it's not realistic, are zero. And so it's important to make realistic goals that are within your ability, within your budget, and within your environment. So in this case, my realistic goal is that I am going to do a video on SMART goals while I'm on my mini trampoline for a certain amount of time. That's something realistic, it's attainable, it's measurable, and the last one is the T for time bound, putting an end date to your goal, or putting a time limit to your goal. So my goal for this video is to explain SMART goals and how we can achieve them when it comes to body movement and little exercise during the day. This is my goal for this video. It's SMART because it's very specific, talking about exercise and movement. It's measurable because I know that this video will not be longer than 20 minutes. And it's attainable because I am actually doing it, and I am explaining while I am on this, while I'm doing this exercise, because I am able to do both, multitask. And then it's realistic because it's something that I can do. It's something within my ability. I'm able to move my body without hurting. And so it's a realistic goal. And it's also time bound because it will be over soon. So thank you for watching this video. And I just want to encourage you that anything is possible when it comes to movement and fitness. We are all able to do something to move our bodies and to stay in good health. Because as I always say, for those who've watched my other videos, mental health and physical health are all very interrelated, they're connected. When we're taking care of our physical wellness, we're also taking care of our mind. And when we're taking care of our mind, we're also able to be more productive physically. So thank you so much. Enjoy your day or evening, whatever you do. Remember to stay in motion. Thank you, and see you in the next one.